Hey there, welcome to Millennium Milestone Presents, a site dedicated to storytelling in books, movies, video games, and other exciting genres. Ever have that annoying relative that tells you that they have exciting news and hype it up as the biggest thing since Swiss cheese, only to find it literally as cheesy and worse than Swiss cheese? Maybe it's just me and my older self coming to grips with that not too many things excite me anymore, but allow me to introduce you to something that definitely didn't excite me. Marvel Studios just pulled off a social media stunt, an Avengers Doomsday cast reveal that sent fans speculating, what could it be? Was it genius marketing or just chaos? Let's break it down. On March 26th, it all started when Marvel Studios opened with a dark studio lot. A man comes with the most exciting thing to grace our screens. A chair! Not just any chair, a chair with the name embossed on the back, Chris Hemsworth. What are we getting now? Another Thor movie? Oh boy. This was already a telltale sign of what was to come. Chairs. More chairs. More chairs! Bring me more chairs. That's what the limelight of this video was. Might as well have been a slogan with more chairs.
Fever! And the only prescription is more cowbell.
What was Marvel doing at this point, but revealing every 10 minutes a new chair with a new cast member to be added to the already large cast of members for the movie? My excitement was so peaked at this point.
From the outside.
Some lucky fans managed to piece it together. First up, the return of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Yes, you heard it that right, but wait, there's more. Chris Evans back as Captain America. Just when you thought that was big enough, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine enters the chat. Nope. Not at all. Instead, we get chairs leading up to the X-Men. Not the first class group, but the OG 2000 X-Men was casted for this Avengers movie. Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, James Marsden are all back. Can you feel the excitement in my tone?
From the outside.
Well, Twitter exploded. Theories ran wild. Was this going to be a multiversal battle, a resurrection, a post-Secret Wars reboot? Marvel had done it again, creating maximum hype with minimal effort. Well, that's what some would say. What this sold to me, just seeing these clips as they came one by one, was just one word in essence. Desperation. Don't get me wrong. I love the 2000s X-Men. I grew up watching these movies, and they were fantastic, but they had their day. These actors are all old now, and it's not a question of whether they can act. It's a question of, is this necessary? The MCU saw the height of its glory at Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. While it had some successes with the likes of Spider-Man, Far From Home, and Deadpool and Wolverine, it's not saving the downward trend of slot movies like Captain America Brave New World and the Marvels, both of which bombed at the box office. And let's not forget the string of crap content on Disney Plus, such as Agatha All Along or The She-Hulk. Yeah, The She-Hulk. Remember this clip? Marvel knows it screwed up back during its MCU days, and while they are trying to do damage control on an already diluted brand, I'd have to say this is definitely not it. Let's not ignore the fact that many of these failed projects overspent on their budget and are not getting a lot of their return investments. So what does this mean for the MCU? With Avengers Doomsday on the horizon, are we looking at the culmination of something bigger? Will this be bigger than even Endgame?
I don't believe you.
Fortunately for me, I have my doubts on this. Again, Marvel Studios is trying to catch lightning in a bottle twice again, bringing back the Russo brothers, paying them more than what they got in their last two MCU films. Never mind that they have not exactly lit the world on fire unless nobody happened to notice the latest endeavor of films such as Electric State, which was a critical bomb, along with the last few string of films that they have done. These men are being paid $80 million to direct the next two Avengers films. Again, I do have to ask the question, is this not only necessary, but will it be worth it? Then there's Robert Downey Jr., probably the smartest man in the entire room. While he managed to excite fans with his return, let's not ignore the high cost that he's banking on to get for this role, now that he's taken on a role that could have been given to someone else, but instead to him for Doctor Doom. He's reportedly earning $100 million with both of these high payouts. A reported budget of $476 million is at stake here. You can already tell that the margin of success and failure is quite small for these two films. This movie has to at least make $1 billion plus to show that they are on the right track with any of this at all. Going back to the X-Men, this is money that they're throwing away just to save an already bloated MCU that isn't giving back much for fans' excitement in the past 5 years. While it is too late to reverse course at this point, as Doomsday is in production as we speak, the smarter choice would have been to delay any more Avengers projects for at least 1 year or more and focus on the X-Men. Perhaps a new Wolverine movie that could have been a smart place to start with. You could have worked your way to other X-Men spin-offs, eventually brought the X-Men to the forefront, perhaps in an alternate universe where there are no Avengers. The premise alone would have allowed time for Marvel Studios to regroup and come up with a way to bring the Avengers back at another point. It's one idea that could have worked, but what do I know? I'm just a problematic, toxic consumer that loves to hate. One thing's for sure, Marvel knows how to keep us talking, and whether it's nostalgia bait or actual storytelling gold, we'll all be watching to see if Avengers Doomsday is the hit that everybody is waiting for. So what do you think? Is this the ultimate fan service move or a desperate attempt to reignite the Marvel hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, and you best better believe I'll be back.